It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's a rematch of last year's hard-fought AFC divisional round matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to have the Bills first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You're embarrassing.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked on by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Burrow throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Bengals at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And Burrow going to change the play. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is 2nd and 8.
All right, let's spread the ball around this drive. Together, all. Keep it together.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
That was the worst call ever. Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
On 2.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And this returnable for Rager. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow going to change things up. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Here we go, here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. Taking it right down Broadway. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And it will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shot in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Offline, ready?
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
Gun. Got. They can't stop us. Get going.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11, calm down. Let's go. Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action with Burrow. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. That's swung out wide to Harris. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, When you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And Chase will go in motion left. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose. Got it off sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the game. Number 7 on the year. And the Bengals open the lead up to 34-0.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Escapes the defender. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes...
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Mighty. Hey, can.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Hunt. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Ready?
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Stop him at the 10. Let's go. Don't give him an inch.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Pass caught, it's Justin Shorter. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
On 1, ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Right here could be the turning point. Yeah. On 2. This could be it. This could be the turning point.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Cincinnati, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.